Title: USS Canberra drops anchor down under, a first in Navy history. TL:(DR) US Navy commissions a warship in Sydney for the first time ever, strengthening ties between the two nations in the face of regional challenges. G'day, mate. Ever imagined the US Navy throwing a massive party in a foreign land? Well, Sydney Harbour just witnessed history as the USS Canberra, an Independence-class littoral combat ship, was commissioned. And, not just anywhere, but in Sydney, Australia. Now, why is this a big deal? For starters, this is the first time in, forever, that a US Navy ship has been brought into active service in a foreign port. Why? The growing buds between the US and Australia. Seems they're teaming up and flexing some naval muscle amidst certain, shall we say, regional expansions. But, here's a fun fact for all the history buffs out there. The USS Canberra is named after a Royal Australian Navy cruiser that sank supporting the US Marine landings in 1942 on Guadalcanal. Quite the homage, huh? With the ship now sailing under the stars and stripes, the event isn't just about naval prowess. It's symbolic. It's like saying, hey, we've got each other's backs, come what may. And honestly, in this fast-paced geopolitical race, such gestures are more than just a tip of the hat. So, with all this bonding happening, you might be wondering, what's next for these two nations? Joint barbecues on deck? Kangaroo and bald eagle diplomatic talks? But on a more serious note, as global tides shift and alliances solidify, how will the world react to this reinforced bond between the US and Australia? And with such powerful naval statements being made, who's feeling the ripple effects? How will this new level of collaboration shape the future of international diplomacy? And just to wrap things up, here's a little food for thought. In a world full of growing complexities, how vital are these symbolic actions in fostering stronger ties between nations? And who's going to make the next big move? Disclaimer: the content in this article does not serve as any form of advice or recommendation. All opinions expressed are purely for entertainment and informational purposes only. To consult experts for any advice.